How are you? Good to see you. So how was the conference? Good as expected? Yeah. So yes.
So what do you do?
No, we'll fix that. Someone graduated from school.
Assalamu alaikum. Register? Well, no. Even he has to. Good? Yeah, I can get Sister Aisha.
It's a great school.
All right. Are we good to go?
We're ready to go.
All right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad. It's a few minutes after 6:30, so inshallah we're going to get started. First order of business is to make sure that everybody has registered at the registration table so that we can continue to communicate with you and just to make sure that we have your latest information. So if you haven't done so, please scan the QR code and get registered. My name is Basim Fakhoury. I am one of the founding members of the Georgia Muslim Chamber of Commerce. On behalf of Brother Faisal and Sister Aisha, I want to welcome you this evening. For those of you who have been here before, we're going to follow a format that's been successful in the past. Basically, we're going to spend the next 10 minutes just talking about the chamber and the latest and why we created the chamber and where we hope to go with your help with the chamber. And then a very important part of what we try to do is to actually make this a networking event. And that's going to take place in 2 steps. The first step is you're going to ask everybody to come up and introduce themselves. I know we've done that before, but there's some new people here. There's a lot of people that are watching online. And I think it allows everybody to know who else is here, inshallah. And then I think we will, depending on the time frame, we're flexible with our schedule, but the idea is that we will then break for dinner / mingling, right? So this is a time where everybody can get up and get to know each other based on what they heard. So this person is in this field, I'm looking for somebody that can help me or I can help them. And it's not just about what you want, it's also about what you can give back. So it's a two-way street, inshallah. Just to make sure that we're all on the same page, the bigger purpose is not to create sales leads here. The bigger purpose is not to get more business out of something. The greater purpose is to connect businesses that are in different stages of development so that they can help each other. And we're focusing on professionals that we're going to try to pursue and work with. Need me to do that? Do I need to do that? So
Finally.
okay, start all over? No, I'm not going to start all over. Anyway, my name is Bassem Fakhouri. I'm one of the founding members. I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes talking about the history of the Georgia Muslim Chamber of Commerce. We're going to talk about the programs that we're going to be starting. We did a poll last year. We're going to review the results of the poll. I'm going to turn it over to Sister Aisha to talk about the programs that we're planning. I'm going to turn it over to Brother Faisal to talk about the membership and how that's going to work. But the main purpose, as I was saying earlier, is that this is about making connections. This is about learning about other people's network and putting your network to the benefits or at the what's the word I'm looking for? To benefit others, right? At the disposal of others. Very, very frequently, we might be praying to somebody right next to us that either has a problem that we can solve or has a solution to a problem that we have, and we have no idea that they're, standing right next to us. So just trying to do that. I know there's a lot of connections. I thought I knew a lot of people, but subhanAllah, there's so much talent in our community. There's so much potential in our community. I'm just trying to create a system that allows us to take advantage of that. So without further ado, all right, so our official mission statement is to empower the Georgia Muslim community and drive the success of Muslim organizations and individuals by nurturing connections, leveraging strength, and fostering collaboration. Now, one of the most important things that we are driving for is Georgia. It's the entire state of Georgia. And not only is it for organizations, also for individuals. And you'll see how we're going to try to make sure that we fulfill on that promise with the programming that we, inshallah, we're going to be starting. The idea is it's not for one single ethnic group or one single minority or one single place of origin. Reaching out to all the different communities, getting a lot of positive results about the idea of collaborating, North End versus South End, Georgia, Atlanta versus other cities in Georgia. So we're going to start small, we're going to start local, but inshallah there's very specific plans to go ahead and expand this to different communities in the Atlanta area and beyond. A little bit about us. I'm Bas Fahouri, I'm the president. I was an executive in the food industry with 20 years of experience with the Coca-Cola company. I've had my own consulting firm now in that area for about 8 years, alhamdulillah. So I have, my main focus is after a prototype is built to help corporations go into manufacturability, cost reduction, serviceability, things like that. And it's really mostly in things like water dispensers, dispensing vending machines, snack machines, and things along those lines. Brother Faisal is our secretary. He's also experienced in the technology side and been practicing. He has his company, I think more than one company actually. And I'll let him talk about that when he comes up. And Sister Aisha is our treasurer. Again, extensive experience in the profit and non-profit organizations, and very dedicated. Both of them are very dedicated people to the idea of making the Durjat Chamber successful, inshallah. And you'll get to hear from both of them directly in a couple of minutes. All right, so very high-level priorities, networking and business development, again, providing opportunities for business and individuals, business support and resources. What that means is we have now, alhamdulillah, a WhatsApp group that has almost 300 people in it. And it's nice to see how one person throws out a question and others reply. And there was a very interesting dialogue that was happening between 3 or 4 people on the group. One person said, I'm starting my business, I'm concerned about the legal aspects of, registering it and things like that. And somebody else jumped in and was like, no, I can help you with that, that's not a big deal. And another person jumped in and said, that's easy, wait till you get into sales and marketing. And the third person jumped in and said, sales and marketing is very easy, what are you talking about? Right? And we didn't even have to do anything. It was just this interchange between people. So if you're not part of the WhatsApp group, come see me, so that we can put you as part of that. It's a very interesting dialogue that's happening. Another thing that happened is we had a request, an urgent request for somebody that was looking for a position in the IT group. They were about to lose their status as a legal worker in the United States, and within a couple hours we posted that request, that person was hired. Again, this is not necessarily what the purpose of the group is, but it's one of the, inshallah, of the benefits of having that group. On a personal level, I'll tell you, I was just getting so many requests on different WhatsApp groups that I belong to for like the name of a good hairdresser, or the name of a good mechanic, or the name of plumber or something like that. So one of the things that we're going to do to support businesses is to, inshallah, create a directory. And that directory is going to be something that's going to be kept up to speed based on the fact that we don't put resources against it. But inshallah, eventually we're also going to be allowing people to actually rate that service. So the opportunity, the chamber is going to present that opportunity for connection, but the responsibility is going to continue to be on the individual that are getting into that whatever transaction to make sure that they're getting what they want, right? And then based on that transaction type, inshallah, they will be able to give 5 stars or give high rating based on the experience that we have. Education and training is also an important aspect of what we're trying to do. So inshallah, through the use of panels and experts that we're going to bring in. Tonight we don't have one, but eventually we're going to have opportunities for the panelists to come in. Based on the poll that we saw, we're going to have different subject matter experts that are going to come in and talk to this group, talk to the members about how to do one thing or the other. We're talking about maybe investment opportunities, how to apply for grants, how to do things like that that are ways for everybody to grow their business, grow their professional strength. And then last but not least, maybe in the future, maybe within a couple of years, or a year or two, sooner, inshallah, that's really the aim is long term, to have enough strength in the chamber to allow us to then go in front of elected officials as representing 1,000 companies or 10,000 employees, so many millions of dollars in taxes, and say, we don't like this policy, or we want for you to work on this policy. We're seeing the importance of having that kind of advocacy right now with what's going on. We're probably behind the time. We probably have a lot of work to do. But this is something that the chamber can do because it's a 501c6, which allows it to actually interact with elected officials as opposed to a 501c3. And the C6 as a chamber, as you know, is a place for people, again, businesses to grow, so that needs to still be the core of our efforts. But inshallah, as a chamber, we can go advocate for different things that we want from a business perspective and whatnot. So as I mentioned, we did a poll last year. We had, I think, 34 responses, 34 to 35 responses. 32 of those people, we asked them, what do you want to see going forward? And they said, please continue to give us networking opportunities. By the way, we can share this with you guys, so you don't have to, take a lot of notes. We'll share it with all the entities. We'll share it. The number one response was, we want to network. Number two was, we want a directory. And number three is, we want guest speakers, right? So it's about enabling connections, it's about education. Workshop is an interesting one that came up, high. I think the workshop is just another way of educating, right? So instead of it being a one-way lesson, the workshop becomes more of a working way of getting to get the education that we're looking for. Marketing opportunities, newsletter, and things like that were also part of some of the responses. And I'm going to turn it over to Sister Aisha to maybe give us a sense of how we're trying to fulfill the request.
First, I'd like to thank everyone who did fill out the survey. That was really instrumental in using that information to build out our calendar for the year. So as of now, we took the information on the bus a little higher. Hello, can you hear me? Sorry. The information from the polls, and so all of the activities here that we're talking about as far as the workshops, programs, events, and so forth, we've taken the information that was presented and broken it down over the spectrum. And what we find is that entrepreneurship was the number one request for information regarding the survey. So we plan on having that be the first major events that we will be planning for, I should say major programming that we'll be planning for. And these topics will all be coming in different ways. So workshops, programs, events, panels, and trainings. We are working on pulling experts from the field. Some of you actually also stated that you would be interested in presenting, so some of you will be contacted if you're within the area that we are seeking presentations or presenters for. So it's tax would be the next, and financing is the third. So these are going in order of months. So for January, entrepreneurship, which will actually roll into February. Tax season is current. A lot of people had questions about tax shelters and so forth. So we're working on getting an expert to be able to speak to tax issues. Financing, of course, every business needs. So that was a lot of, there was a lot of information information regarding that as well. Investing in real estate. Real estate has been all over the WhatsApp group. Everybody seems to be interested in that, but there are lots of other investment opportunities as well. Mentorship is something that was requested a lot, and we also need to look at that based on education. So for the students that are coming through from high school on up into college are also interested in mentorship, but not just students. We're looking at the young adults and professionals who are also seeking mentorship, and there were several people in the group that mentioned that they were able to provide that. Then we'll be moving into marketing, Skillshare, leadership development, trying to pull together Muslim businesses in several fields. Then political and community focus, we'll try to do that right around October when we're getting ready to have another major election. And then business collaborations and barriers to entry. These were the major topics that we received from the survey, so we're working on these for your highlights or your bigger programs and events that we'll be having throughout the year, inshallah. And Brother Faisal will be presenting, sorry, Brother Faisal.
So again, don't worry about writing all that stuff down. We'll share it in a format that can be useful, inshallah. One of the poll results was also that we maybe changed the timing of the meeting. There's some members that just cannot come on Wednesday evening, so we may be alternating meetings on a monthly basis between Wednesday evening and Saturday morning to allow others to come in. So there's no way we're going to be able to get everybody to agree on one single time a month. So that's part of what we're going to be also working on. All right, so alhamdulillah, this is something that we had already talked about before we got the poll results. So there is, alhamdulillah, a good match between what the services we had in mind and what the poll said we should be working on, which is networking, seminars, and business education. I swear I didn't change it based on the poll result. It was always like this. And then soon the directory, the mentorship, and what have you, and then long-term exposed lobbying and things along those lines. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Brother Faisal to talk a little bit more about the business directory / membership models that we're going to be following. By the way, the business directory has already been started. This is the beauty of having the talent locally. So one person said, you know, are you guys working on a business directory? He said, yeah. She said, well, can I get started on it? And so they started on it, and they found several sources of spreadsheets, basically, that are in various modes of being correct versus outdated. And they started working on it. I was hoping to give you an update on where that stands tonight, but I didn't do it fast enough. But just know that there is a business directory that's going to come out. I found out through the work that there's actually a Facebook group that rates halal restaurants already. And so there's so much activity out there for different people that are looking for different things. We're going to try to put, again, all this into more of a systemic way of making it more available to everybody. So with that, Brother Faisal.
So I'm not going to take it all. So I have just a couple of points. First is, the main reason I joined, or we thought about starting the chamber, was I see all of these other business communities coming together, doing business with each other, making each other successful, keeping community money within the community. That was my number one driver. And I would always, like you said, exchange contacts for what mechanic I go to or what plumber I use, this and that, but I think we need to take it to the next level. So I think most of us here are either business owners or are thinking about starting a business. Can I have a raise of hands of who are existing business owners? Okay, mashallah. So about 50%. And who are thinking about starting a business within the next 3 months or 6 months? Mashallah. Mashallah. Okay. So this is good. This is good feedback. And with that, what we want to do is, even though the business directory is listed as soon, it's actually very soon, inshallah. So within the next week or two, we'll send you an invitation. And as long as you fill out a form, we're going to give you another form. And if you are interested in listing your business, even if it's not registered, go ahead and register. Then you'll be sent a link to basically create your business entity. And then you'll start getting listed on the Chamber's website. So before you go, inshallah, if you're interested, come see us and we'll give you another QR code, maybe a third one. And inshallah, you can just register and then look for an email to come to you. So to give us a good email address and we'll get started.
So let's put the
any
mic
questions?
up to you.
Is that
Now,
right?
there we go.
Okay. Start over. So inshallah, business directory is coming soon. Inshallah, sometimes next week or the week after, at the latest. It's ready. We're just going through a logistical cycle. So we want to make sure that we're doing this in phases. We're going to keep it very basic up front, and then, as Brother Basim mentioned, we're going to have business ratings. We'll have service sales, inshallah, and we'll have other features. And then this will not be limited to just Georgia. We've actually already received requests from other states, from other geographical regions to do this same model and help them out. I actually didn't share this with you. I had a couple of folks reach out from Chicago and Silicon Valley. They want to do the same thing. So inshallah ta'ala, we want to make sure that we take the right steps. We take small steps. If we succeed at them versus having lofty goals and then, withering away. We don't want to do that. This is real. We want to move this forward, and the reason why you're here, we want to make sure that you are given something of value for your business. So this is not just a meetup. This is not just a networking exercise. This, inshallah ta'ala, should help your business, right? If you have multiple businesses, mashallah, you can benefit from it from many perspectives. I myself am looking for an attorney to help me with a couple of things that I'm working on. And I attended a CISO Society event today. They had about 50 chief information security officers from all over the world. And they were talking about how to become an advisor. And now this may be a tangent that I'm going into, but I'm giving you an example. They were talking about how to become an advisor for startups, how to advise them on cybersecurity, privacy, and other matters, and what they have done, what successes and failures these folks have had. They shared that openly. Why can't we do that ourselves? So we have enough people in the community that are very successful, mashallah. So by virtue of having some of those, I don't want to, are we introducing the introducer? So by virtue of actually conducting business showcases, we're going to actually start doing that, and workshops will be the next step. So before you go, if you're interested, come see us and scan that QR code and fill out that form, and inshallah look for an email. Any questions?
You mentioned the website.
Yes.
I did not get into detail. Is there a website or no?
There is a website, but we're looking for a web developer, so inshallah, if you want somebody. It needs to get to the next level. Any other questions? Okay.
So this is not just the three of us, right? This is the Georgia Muslim Chamber of Commerce. It's not Basim's Chamber of Commerce. It's not Aisha's Chamber of Commerce. It's not Faisal's Chamber of Commerce. This is why when we say we are going to tap a few of you on the shoulder to become part of the panels, we mean it. When we say we're going to look for you to become the subject matter experts that are going to come and share how to do these things, we mean it. Inshallah, we will have the opportunity to highlight all the accomplishments of the community. We're going to probably go and talk to MSAs, for example, and say, what do you need? And instead of them going and spending $1,000 flying somebody in from out of states and putting them in a hotel. We'll connect them with a local, subject matter expert. And in return, we're probably going to ask those college students to go and maybe do a presentation for high school students, or come here and talk to you about your children that might be in high school, about how to apply to a college, how to write an essay. It's going to be very, inshallah, very useful information, very practical information, as well as the long-term aspects of things. But it's all going to be us. It's going to be the people that are around you right now. MashaAllah, there's so much talent again, that I'm really hopeful and humbled by the support that we've received over the last couple of months, how much we've grown over the last couple of months, how much talent we have, how much need we have, right? So it's all going to be coming together slowly but surely, right? We'll walk you through this. We don't have all the answers yet, right? We're going to look for you to some of the questions you might be asking. You may be the best person to get us the answer to. Some of the things you're looking for, we're going to work together on them. We're not going to come and tell any of you you're doing it wrong. If you come to us and you say, I need help in this area, we're going to try to help you in that area. So some of the things that are happening already that I'm finding about is that there's at least 2 groups trying to do incubators for brand new companies. So we're not going to focus on that. We're going to just put new ideas, new people in touch with those experts in incubators. We're being asked for grant opportunities. I just found out that there is a WhatsApp group for retired individuals that are successful, that are looking to invest in a way that gives them return on their investment. They don't necessarily want to take their money and put it in a mosque or in a building or anything like that. They actually want to return on investment. So we're going to try to connect those people with that incubator, with that person, with the idea. And again, we're not reinventing the wheel. We don't intend to reinvent the wheel. We just know that there's needs on one end and opportunity on the opportunity to meet that need on the other. So with that, let me finish up. Then we can talk about the website. It is gamcc.org. It does have a couple of issues. We've had, unfortunately, a couple of volunteers that worked on it, and then they moved on, so it's still needing a little bit of work. There's a few other tasks that we're going to probably reach out to people about helping us with. So again, that's why we asked you to register. Make sure that you do register. If you haven't, please take a second to do that. We will open up the membership and walk you through how to become a member of the chamber. Inshallah, you saw enough potential and benefit for becoming a member. We'll go into those details. Helping you, we'll share that information with you. But for now, what I'd like to do is something that I think here that one is willing and is able, willing and really looking for. I don't want to force anybody, is what I'm trying to say. But if you're willing to come up and introduce yourself, tell us what you do, tell us what you're hoping to get out of today, and we'll try to make sure that we meet those expectations tonight. So we'll spend maybe at 7:05, we'll spend maybe the next 40 minutes on that, a couple of minutes per person or something like that, and then we'll break for a quick bite before Isha. Isha here is at 8 p.m. So who wants to start? Can we go like front to back, or how do we put it in? Sister, maybe we'll start with the sisters. Come on.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amber Khan Robinson. This is my husband, Kibwe Robinson. We own Moki Pops, which is an all-natural, handcrafted, vegan popsicle business. It was started by our children 8 years ago. Well, this is the 9th year. We have been providing popsicles to different businesses across the city. We have carts that we send out through the city that are on the Beltline, Piedmont Park, different places. We recently, in 2023, we opened up our own factory on the south side of Atlanta. We are full manufacturing, now providing private labeling for other ice cream companies, and we provide wholesale to retailers ourselves. So at this point, we are looking, we have a campaign for Ramadan this year. This is our second time doing this. Last year we gave away 4,000 popsicles to the different massages around the city. This year we have a campaign where we are opening up for different entities in different communities to buy packages for the iftar or for Eid. So you can go to our website, which is mokipops.com. The bottom of the page, it says sponsor Moki Pop Iftar Eid, and you can pick a package that way. We do have samples today, and we have flavors like basil lemonade and
Blackberry lemonade,
blackberry.
creamy chocolate, strawberry lemonade.
Yes.
That's what it's for. And the last thing, whatever I hold your time, I know so many people on here. Our pop, if you go on our website shortly, probably the next 2 to 3 days, our pop that we're featuring is the Tarawih pop. Many of us were going to be doing late nights in the masjid, or if you do it at home with your family, and you get the nods and things like that. So the Tarawih pop is a coffee latte popsicle that we're pushing towards Ramadan. So keep that in your brain.
It's actually on the website now. I did it on the way here to this meeting. Moki Pops, MOKIPOPS.com. Thank you.
I'm not the MC. Next person?
Just hand it off to the next person.
Oh.
So just whoever wants to go next.
I think you're trying to do ladies first. So I know there's a badge for this, but I'm not sure. You want? Okay.
Assalamualaikum everybody. My name is Yusra. My name is Yusra Mahmoud. I'm an epidemiologist working at the CDC. And what I'm trying to get out of this, and why am I here? Actually, Sister Aisha kind of pointed me in this direction. I'm one of the co-leads for the Young Professionals program at RCN Masjid. And I'm thinking of kind of in a similar vein of having workshops for young professionals on different topics, be it real estate, halal investment. We're starting that phase of our lives and we want to get like more information. And inshallah, we're going to be the people to pay for backwards, I guess, in this case, and help high schoolers. So that's why I'm here.
Come on, guys.
From the front.
Don't
Start
be
from the
shy.
front.
We're all here for each other. Come on.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Khurram Bey. I'm an attorney and I own the Bey firm. We're a business law firm located in Norcross. And alhamdulillah, this is amazing. I'm so happy to see such a great turnout tonight. No Brother Faisal and no Brother Bassem. I haven't met Sister Aisha in person, but nice to meet you, sister. I remember when they were talking about starting this and I really wanted to be part of it, but alhamdulillah, I didn't have the opportunity then, but I want to plug back in now. And honestly, from my perspective, I want to be a resource for the group, honestly, because of the fact that our practice is, again, business focused, and, you know, mashallah, our community is so entrepreneurial that by default, because people come to us because we're a Muslim law firm, inevitably they're business owners. And because of their background and our expertise, alhamdulillah, it ends up being a good match. So when this organization was coming around, I said, alhamdulillah, I want to do everything I can to plug in and learn from it, but also be a resource for it as well. So alhamdulillah, I'm happy to be here tonight. And to your exact question, Brother Bassem, I've already gotten everything that I wanted tonight, was just to come and see the group, mashallah, and just be in the presence of everyone. So alhamdulillah, thank you all for the opportunity.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Kareem Khan. I'm a healthcare professional, physician by trade. I've seen a couple opportunities. The attorney brother, I would like to connect with you. The epidemiologist sister, would like to chat with you. And there's a great energy here. This is my second time coming here, and I'm here for the support. Would love to help in any way I can help with. If there anybody need any help in the healthcare space, I'm here. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Don Mahmoud. I'm a resident of the United States, Georgia, for 41 years. My business background is actually apparel manufacturing. That's where I started. But I have a medical education business and a work management platform that we're launching at the end of February, inshallah. And I'll gift everyone an account over here. So basically, I'm also one of the directors of Voice of Muslims. So I don't know how many of you guys are actually active in that group or not, but everyone knows what's been going on since October. And now more than ever, I think this is great what's going on, because we do need to put action together for a strong economic backbone for the Muslim community, how we can come together and help each other. And basically, just like I think one of the other brothers was saying, there's so many other communities that support each other. It's high time that we get together and do the same for each other as well.
I would actually come up to you guys and hand you the mic. Like I see people
I
skipping.
think you should stay where we are.
Stay where you are?
Yeah, stay where we are.
People online are not going to be able to see you. If you know, if you have a area you cover, you want them to see you, right? Bismillah.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Taha Shah. Actually, I'm here for a very weird reason, to be honest. Brother Zen, one of our beloved brothers, he invited me to come, so I'm here. That's about it really. But I'm glad to be here. It's a great opportunity. I'm so glad to hear what I just heard, and I can be a resource, inshallah, for what I do. So I'm in IT, specifically in Internet of Things on the cloud side. I configure clouds and things like that. So I can jump in as a mentor maybe for young professionals and so on, but also like to benefit from anything out there for them. So glad to be here. Thank you.
Now we're fighting over it.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. My name is Muhammad Atif Siddiqui. I live in Alpharetta with my family. We moved here from Arkansas in 2012. I am in the corporate world, been working there for 10, 15 years or so. And finally getting to the point that when life's gotta be more than just 9 to 5, we need to do something else. So my wife and I, she's also in the, have a corporate job for almost 20 years. I'm in the technology space. I work as a solution provider, as a liaison between my company, who I work for, my employer, and the partners. So that's kind of like, where my professional background is. So at this point in my life, I'm just starting to think that, okay, life's gotta be more than that. So I'm trying to just follow my passion, which is totally opposite of what I've been doing. And that is to be in the, health and fitness. So I started like a, side gig. I started training some brothers at the masjid before COVID. And now it's, it's more than just a side gig. It's taking up a lot of my time. But I'm stuck in this analysis paralysis. And I have a notebook that's just filled with pages and pages with diagrams and everything, because that's what I do at work, right? Just make the Visio diagrams and everything, and then nothing comes out of it. So my wife and I, we've been just trying to start something on the side. For myself, I have the vision of starting a men's health retreat. So I'm in, I guess kind of trying to build my brand of being in the health and fitness and take it to the next level, which is going to be inshallah for men's health retreat. And my wife is also in the corporate world, and she's trying to start a staffing agency. So if anybody that can help us in that area, trying to put us in the right track, then we appreciate it. And so that's it.
Actually, I vouch for Atif. He does not need help. We need his help. He is our coach. He is a wonderful coach.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm the witness. He's a wonderful coach.
I did not pay him.
I paid him.
All right, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tariq Hussain. I'm in business. I have 3 businesses. One is robots, especially in hospitals. Other business is sensors, which is for track and trace of different valuable items. And the third business is accounting, bookkeeping, and tax services. I'll probably bring one robot. I have one with me as well. So today you're going to see one of the robots as well. So here, you mentioned that there's dinner as well. So that is one of the reasons. And also, as I said, I mean, accounting, bookkeeping, and taxation services are also hot as well. So if somebody needs help in terms of understanding that part, I have staff that does that of the work, so I can help in that space as well. Thank you.
Next to you, next to you.
Next.
Let's get it.
Assalamu alaikum. So my name is Yavuz Kurt. I'm from the Turkish community here in Alfreda. So I'm just working as a professional in IT business, working for the AT&T cybersecurity at this point. But I want to be just a kind of a bridge, you guys, with the Turkish business in any kind. So I already established a company for this. So what I want to be a kind of alliance between you guys and anything you can just try to purchase or try to sell to Turkey. And that might be one of my intention. Some of the sectors are very recently graduated in Turkey in a large and nice capacity. So it might be a good opportunity for you guys to invest there, or you can just pull some of investments from there to here. I know most of the Turkish people wants to, invest in the United States real estate, and I see some of guys are just, purchasing new real estate like single homes here or townhouse, and just putting in a rent and just getting that benefits from that. And that's my one of my intentions, to be a bridge. Another thing I do want to mention here, I'm also a kind of a representative of one of my friends' company. So they are in the HVAC business, heating, ventilating, and air conditioning. So that is a kind of a software which you can select all the equipments while you are designing a building. So it's a kind of a program that you can just calculate and put all the necessary equipments on the design phase. So and also when I just came here like 8 years before, I'm very interested in this small business administration here. So I just contacted with those guys and tried to search how we can build a better business here. There's lots of opportunities there, and how to be a contractor for the government. So this is very an open area, but it's also very challenging. So there are lots of competitions there also. By profession, I'm a mechanical engineer. But as one of my friends has just mentioned here, I have a very also different passion, which is a kind of a senior living facility. So we are all just growing and growing. So I think these good guys will be in a good place, that you will be also living in a kind of a senior houses, because by tradition our kids are just growing in the culture of the US. So most probably we will not be living with them. Most probably we will be living in another place like senior living. So that's one of my passion. I do want to do it, but we'll see. I didn't start yet anything. So Thank you so much for the opportunity. Mr. Bassam is just leading us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that reminded me, actually, we are in touch with the director of the Small Business Administration here in Atlanta, and inshallah, she will be one of the early speakers that I can recommend. And there's so much more than just helping small businesses. They do a lot more. So inshallah, she will be one of the speakers that we will be inviting to. Brother Zia, come on.
Assalamualaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is Zia Rahman. I'm here for the first time, and the culprit again, I think, is Zain, who always looks like he's the culprit for a lot of things, but it's all for good. And also, I'm a trainee under Brother Atif, so though he may be complaining that I'm not regular enough, but you definitely need to give him a try. But thank you also for everything that you did. I'm a serial entrepreneur. My journey to entrepreneurship started back in 2004, and it was a blessing in disguise. That's a story for some other time. But I do I'm a CEO and chairman of multiple IT organizations. But I found my passion in real estate back in 2012, and the genesis for that is I wanted to create myself financial freedom as a passive income. So I thought having tangible real estate assets was something that I wanted to do, and now my passion is in real estate. So while the technology companies are there, and I would love to talk and network with a lot of folks who are trying to be in the technology space, staffing space. So I'm here to network, first of all, and then anything that we can collaborate on, more than happy to sit down and we can, work together. That's the intent. My intent definitely is to help people or folks who want to be in entrepreneurship grow. And I always say that it's never too late to jump into the business world or be an entrepreneur, but do make some calculated risk, right? So and you can do what your passion lies in. Good. Okay. So in real estate, I run a private equity fund that owns and manages $600 million worth of assets. Again, the genesis of that was to create passive income for myself, for my family, create a nest egg, and alhamdulillah, it's grown to a point where I have 450 investors, and what I intend to do, whatever the niyyah was for myself, now those investors are reaping the same benefits. I'm trying to make sure that everybody gets financial freedom through passive income outside their 9-to-5 jobs. So if you want to talk about that and discuss with me that as well, I'm more than open to meet you one-on-one as well. But bottom line, I'm here to be a resource or network and see whatever I can leverage from the support and system that is here as well. Thank you so much, Basim, for inviting me as well.
I'm going to double down on him. I'm the go-to guy you can always blame. I'll take it. Getting my skin thicker, I think. Being with the heart. Am I okay?
Yeah.
So basically, I myself is in the student housing business. I rent apartments to the students. Okay. Going forward, last year, about 3 years ago, I personally invested with Zia in one of his ORFs, ORF5. So it has matured now. After trying for a couple of years, I said I should share it with my friends and family. That's it. So I went to my friends first, closest friends and family. Last year, in the last quarter, about second quarter, I raised 600,000 invested in Octave. That was ORF7. Alhamdulillah, we are doing great. So we have different separate ORFs with Octave. So, and then this year, almost end of last year, we did $1 million in ORF8. And now, right now, we are running a ORF9 now. So what ORF does we have created our own entity, Fountainhead Global. It's like a feeder fund. So I get the investments from my friends and family and invest in the Octave. So alhamdulillah, we are doing good. And if we will definitely like to use the resources of anybody like HVAC, somebody was saying, and electricians, certified electricians and everybody. So we can use them. Contact us, please. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. So my name is Mubashir Kiri. I've been in Atlanta for a very, very long time, probably 20 plus years, going closer to 25, I think. So I work in IT. It's been what I've been doing for a long time. Over the last couple of years, what I started doing is managing real estate rentals and doing fix and flips on the side. Like the brothers before me have said, doing it for many years, it helps build a portfolio of passive income, gives you something to do, lays a good nest egg for the family. So alhamdulillah, that's kind of what I've been doing at a smaller scale. Right now, it's 2 or 3 houses at a time. We fix and flip. About rental portfolio, about 3 or 4 units. Inshallah, slowly trying to grow it. I've been doing it for about 2 years now. Constant struggle is, finding trade workers, electricians, plumbers, finding them when you need them at the right time to go out immediately to deal with the emergency. So I'm very thankful for this forum. I wish it existed 2 years ago. Jazakallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, as many of you might know me for over the years, alhamdulillah, that Allah blessed me to serve the community for a number of years. And you may have heard called Atlanta Muslim Network. So it's been since 2006, more or less. So many of the people may have been, I would say, like scared of me because they worry about me sending the email about the janazah. So anybody kind of bothers me, like, don't mess with this guy, he's going to send my janazah email. But anyway, inshallah. So alhamdulillah, the janazah was one of the aspects, and alhamdulillah, the purpose was, similarly this one, is that to network and bring the community single platform and to inform the community over the years. So alhamdulillah, I've been doing it for a long time and sending a lot of emails. I was known to be a spammer back then. You're not getting my email lately, but maybe the WhatsApp and social media, you may be benefiting from it, hopefully. So similarly, this kind of platform I've been providing through the website, through the different social media network, and the platform that I provided for the community. But hopefully the community is benefiting from the connecting when it comes to the business, comes to the jobs, comes to the IT, comes to the services, a lot of different platforms that I try to introduce and try to help. Hopefully people are benefiting from it. That's the one aspect of it. So inshallah, if anything I can do to reconnect our Muslim community in any way, any shape or form, most of the guys know me, so inshallah I'll be happy to do so. And then second aspect is that about my real estate business. So thanks to Brother Zia, back then, it's been a while now, that he kind of encouraged me back in years ago that I should be in real estate. And simultaneously, another brother, same time, kind of suggested me same thing. And so thank you for Brother Zia for your support and encouragement back then, alhamdulillah. So I've been doing it for a number of years, alhamdulillah, covering, in fact, recently I did work with Brother Zia, and alhamdulillah also with Brother Daniel right there. I work with him too, alhamdulillah. So basically I do cover like residential, some commercial land, rental, and buying and selling and everything. So inshallah, if anything I can help, I can assist, I'll be happy to assist you guys and guide you. A lot of people normally call me for second advice or opinion or anything, I'm always there. If I know, I'll be happy to assist you. If I don't, maybe I can connect you somebody who better than me. Jazakallah khair, inshallah, and may Allah bless you and everybody here who's trying to provide a platform, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
I appreciate everything you've done over the years. MashaAllah. May Allah accept everything. I just want to take a second to acknowledge that.
I decided to go because I'm going to leave a little bit early. My name is Sastri. I've been here for about 6 months. I'm a New Yorker, so I grew up in New York. So my wife dragged me down here about 6 months ago. So it's been nice so far. It's different in New York, but you know what it is. It's completely different. I've been building companies since I was 18 years old. I've done everything from building a 5,000 square foot nightclub in New York City. I'm a convert. I converted after the nightclub, and I found Islam from a nightclub. Interestingly enough, I found Islam from the nightclub, which is a story for another day. So I've done it all. I've owned nightclubs, I've owned restaurants, I've owned a packaged food brand that I sold in Whole Foods, Target, a lot of major retailers. 2017, I jumped into tech. I built an artificial intelligence demand planning company. I raised $14 million from VCs. I did a couple million in revenue. I ran the company for 6 years and stepped down as CEO in 2021. I got asked to be the CEO of another company, which is a financial technology company. So we basically, which is I'm the CEO of that company now. We essentially make it easy for employers to pay their employees same day. So we offer a Visa debit card to like employees, and we have a software that enables them to pay the employees' wages and tips same day. We process about 300 million in payroll right now for about 212 restaurant locations across the country. So growing that business, and I'm the full-time founder and CEO of that. I also am the founder of a real estate investing company, so we essentially enable regular non-accredited investors to invest into real estate and purchase fractional shares. I just hired a CEO for that company, so it's launching soon. Basically, if you thought about investing in houses or rental properties or flips or whatever it is, but you don't have all the money, you can just bring your money together legally with a syndicate, and we enable you to do that. That's it. So I'm happy to help in any way that I can. I just want to meet other Muslims in New York City. I didn't really have much of a Muslim network, being a convert and all that. I've been Muslim for about 13 years, but still. So it's been nice to be around other Muslims in business. Anyone else?
Dari?
So hello everybody. My name is Daniel. Some of you might know me from interactions, interviews that I might have done with you. I am the founder of Dome, or Diary of a Muslim Entrepreneur. I've interacted with quite a few of you. I also own Scoville Hot Chicken out in Lawrenceville. I also used to own the location out in Norcross, which is being relocated to Alpharetta. I am a mortgage loan officer for Guidance Residential, and I'm also one of the founders of Zelp LLC, or Zelp Technologies, where we do implementations, or basically Oracle implementations for companies. And we also do a little bit of M&A in that company as well. But if you have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm always available. I'm always a phone call away. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. I'll get you in touch with a person that can help you out.
What's M&A? What's M&A?
M&A is mergers and acquisitions. Oh. Here you go, boss.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yasser. I've been in Georgia since we moved to the U.S. 2006. Not as impressive as the gentleman before me. I'm an endodontist, which is a root canal specialist, dentist. Okay. I joined the group, I think, as it was created following the Gaza situation, because we're hoping, pretty much in the same mindset, to keep the business with the Muslim community. And I started with my barber shop first. But that's how it starts. You know, it starts with your barber, and then perhaps your plumber, electrician, trainer, and whatnot. Inshallah, I mean, just like the gentleman there, we're hoping, me and my friends in Korea, to get into the real estate business at some point, just for the tax advantages and the growth. Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum everybody. My name is Zakaria. I am a periodontist, which is a specialty in dentistry that deals with treating gum disease, placing implants, bone grafts, treating gum recession. It's very technical. I don't know how much I can contribute to this group. I'm a resource, so if you have any tooth issues, I'm happy to help. But I don't have a business yet, so we're going to have to figure out how we're going to see you, but we'll definitely take care of that. But the point of this group is to come together and be a resource for one another. So with whatever field we're in, to be a resource for one another. So you never know when you might need somebody, at what point in your life you might need, you know, we're like, I don't think I need this dentist, I don't think I need this person, I don't need this person. At some point you might need somebody. So this is definitely a resource for that. So inshallah, I'm here. I'm also a click away, text away. So just text me anytime.
You want your money, Zakaria?
I'm parking with you.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is Hussein Awad. I have a furniture store. We've been in business for 20 years now. Alhamdulillah. We have 4 locations. It's Gold Furniture and Beyond. And hopefully we're going to open, inshallah, more locations. Really, I don't know how can I help you guys other than your personal furniture needs, but also if you know someone who's needy, he needs furniture, we'd be glad to help. We need also some help in accounting. Hopefully we find an accountant who can help us. And also, I've heard my brother, the attorney, I need also some help in Islamic law and trust. Thank you, brothers, and assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. My name is Imad Budair. I'm one of 3 Budairs in this room. So. I am not an entrepreneur by all means, but I do have an MBA in entrepreneurship. I happen to have one. However, I do work with a computer hardware manufacturer out of San Jose, California. And I've always wanted to see the potential of our brotherhood here in Georgia ever since I moved here back in the early 2000s. And I believe in the power of many as opposed to individuals. So I hope this will have good fruits at the end and have a good directory of services for all of us. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My name is Farah. By day, I'm actually in IT. I work for a major company in managed services, focused on service delivery. By night, I decided to venture into my first business 6 months ago. I decided food industry for some reason, which is very difficult. My real passion is to get into real estate. So it's great to see a lot of folks here that are already doing it and you know successful with it. So inshallah, my goal here is to just network, meet people. I've been in IT for over 20 years, so you know, any advice if I can help in any way, even what there's learning, you know, I'm very specialized in SAP specifically. But if anybody needs help in that area, want to learn something, I'm here to help. But I'm looking to network and just meet people. We moved out here in Georgia about 3.5 years ago. Also from New York, so I lived in New York over 30 years. But we love it here, better than New York, I'd say.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Mahdi Hawana. I used to be in the IT field, and then I like to start my own business. So I started award recognition about like 20 years ago, and alhamdulillah, I did very well in that business. The major thing is about like thinking out of the box all the time because of the competition in the market. You cannot follow what they have in the market and then copy them. You have to stand out and think of something that they never think of. That award recognition is for companies. We do like a gift campaign for them, or we do anything they ask for to make them stand out in the market. My other business is about like 5 years old, which is dates. I've been importing dates from the farms from Saudi Arabia. I have some direct connection over there with the farms, so I make sure that I bring always the fresh dates to United States. I'm trying to do something that is not available in the market, which is the fresh dates, because most of the dates that come from overseas, they ship it by ships. It takes about 3 to 4 months to come here, and by that time the dates expire, so I have to bring it by air to make sure it's here in a few days and then store them well until so. So inshallah, I'm having big shipment coming before Ramadan. Hopefully, everyone will enjoy it, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My name is Mahmoud Budir. I'm the second Budir, I guess. Recently started Core Capital Management. Been in real estate for a while, and we live in an area that happens to be probably one of the hottest, if not the hottest, real estate market in the country, residential real estate market in the country, especially in the North Metro area. So our focus is to take advantage of that opportunity and bring it to the Muslim community in a fund that is designed specifically to be 100% Sharia compliant for Muslim investors. So that's really what we're doing. We don't do rental or flips. We do big lots of land. We entitle it, we subdivide it, we either build it up or we flip it as land. So I love it.
I'm a little bit shy. That's my first time doing that. So, inshallah, I recently graduated as a nutritionist, and I've been working with the client as well for the people who's diagnosed with diabetes and like anemia. So they've been improved. And the other thing I saw, they are tired to do their meal. So I thought to do a business which is for online delivery food. For example, so I will consult the patient online, and then I will do the food plan, and then we will send it direct to their house. So that will save them like money and also time. They don't have to cook. So we're gonna cook for them, and then we send like a box has 7 meals. 7 days, which is 21 meals with a snack, and all this is like specially selected for this person. It's gonna be by it's gonna be different. Like each person will be different. So it depends on their health, right? So I already got the name for the business, which is Igrino. And I do have a little presentation, but it's look like we don't have time for that. But I did get the logo, so I'm working on it. And I thought to start to do it in Iraq because I'm from Iraq, and then because there they like food too much. But then I thought to start it here first, since I'm living here, and then moving forward, I will just continue that in different countries. So it's not only in Iraq, we'll be in Qatar and Saudi Arabia. So I have the idea, and I do have the plan. I do have the logo, and I'm working on it, and inshallah, I will continue.
My name is Sister Ifa. I'm from Somalia. I have a business in Somali Plaza. I am sure I sell a lot of clothes to your wife and your daughters. Maybe. I've been in the business for 3 years, and before that I was working at a home care agency for 10 years. And my family run a business in back home Somalia. And I'm a family of 3. And my mother always tell me she was a single mom. And she told me 3 of us, I'm the only one doing business. So she always pushed me. She said, please, I know you can do it. I don't want to work with anybody. And you have the patience and the ability to do it. So my mom started dementia before 3 months before I started the business. And I told her one day, subhanAllah, my husband he works at Delta Airlines. Just telling a little story. And then my husband diagnosed cancer. And alhamdulillah, he's doing very well. He's healthy and mashallah, he's much better, very athletic. And I've been working the business for the healthcare, and I find out when you go through stuff, that's where you know who's your real boss. And what happened was like, I didn't get a day off I was supposed to have. And I just prayed Salat Istiqara, middle of the night, and I said, just God guide me the right path, whatever meant to be, it's gonna happen, inshallah. And next day, Allah tell me like, something telling me like I need to do some business. And I just called my mother and I said, Mom, I think I'm ready today. And she told me, I think this is the best time, and go for it. So you're gonna be your own boss, and you can be off anytime, you can do whatever you want to be. So alhamdulillah, 3 years, I'm very successful. I have my own store, I can do whatever I wanted, and alhamdulillah, and I try to help for young generation, especially Muslim girls, to come their own, to come through whatever they want to be, and especially when you're a mother. And I told them, I said, nothing can stop you. And especially now, the generation we have, it's very important, the code, because it's hard to find out what they want. So now you do online, you can't even find out what you want to be online. So I just want to make sure they check the material and they look nice when they go to schools or university or anywhere. So I make sure, and alhamdulillah, a lot of Muslims confirming Islam now coming, so they find the plaza, so they will come, and then I was able to help them out. So Jazakallah khair, tonight is my first time to come here, and I really appreciate it.
Assalamu alaikum again. So, mashallah, you saw the diversity, you saw the potential, you saw how people can help each other. Alhamdulillah, people are still coming in. Did I miss anyone? Did anybody change their mind? I've been in the background trying to get people up here. Sister Amber, you wanted to add one thing? You wanna do that?
She has more popsicles.
Popsicle are melting. Oh, and then for the people online, that's the problem of being online. You can't share with the food that, inshallah, we're going to be putting up probably right after Isha. So, yes, here you go.
Okay, so because I was first, I wasn't exactly sure everything that I should say. So after hearing all of you all's stories, your narratives, I thought that I may add, our goal as Boki Pops is to be the Willy Wonka of popsicles. You guys have seen that movie before? All right, so our goal is to go big as possible. We recently signed a $1.6 million contract. Alhamdulillah, tomorrow we have a meeting with a very large convenience store chain also. But I'm saying this because we have opened up opportunities for investments. And I've heard a lot of, equity investing type introductions. So I am saying that, I'm looking forward to speaking to some of you after this meeting. All right, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fatima Alamin. I am a real estate advisor here in Georgia. I work with Berkshire Hathaway. They are a global brokerage. And if you're a first-time home buyer, if you're looking to sell or invest in real estate, not just in Georgia, but in different states or in other countries, I'll be able to help you with that, inshallah. And if you're looking for Islamic home financing, I'll be able to share some resources with you as well. Thank you, and thanks for coming.
So, we're going to wrap up this portion of the evening, inshallah. Isha is in about 8 or 9 minutes. We need your help sort of putting the chairs back out and getting ready. You can, we're going to put the food out, inshallah. Again, sorry, people online. Inshallah, next time you'll actually join us in person. After Isha, it's a time to find the person you wanted to talk to based on what you heard them say, whether you can help them, whether they can help you, right? The point of doing this, inshallah, is to show you the diversity of the people, to show you the breadth, to show you the opportunities, right? And for those reasons, we ask that you tell others in your groups about the chamber. The more we have talents, we've heard about the need for electricians and plumbers and stuff like that. I know people that are electricians and plumbers. We know people that pour concrete. You heard about the opportunity for halal investments. There's probably people that are either listening or we can go find and connect you with investors, right? So this is all about connections. This is about growing together. This is about helping each other. Brother, if you want to close out with your introduction, mashallah, you're a very strong member of the community. So please, we'll close with you. Then we're going to shut down this portion. We're here to answer any questions, inshallah. Look for more emails. We will have opportunities for people to help us in different areas as we grow the chamber itself. So we will be sending out sort of tasks that we would love for people to take the lead on. We'll help you put the team together, again, make it successful. We're all here to help each other and move the ball forward, inshallah. So whether it's any community that's in Atlanta that has their own strength, this is what we're here to do. So, Brother Raouf, please close us out, inshallah, and then we'll go from there. We'll pray Isha, we'll have a bite, and we'll continue the conversation after that, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Raouf. I've been living in the Atlanta area for about 10 years now. What I do for a living is I'm an e-commerce seller. I've been selling e-commerce since 2003, since the early days, so I kind of know a thing or two about this. I used to work in IT before. Now the last 7 years since I got laid off, I went full-time into this business. I sell on Amazon, primarily sell this range of brand of products called Doc Miller. It's compression socks and all those kind of things. So I have employees here, I have them in China, I have them in Pakistan, so on and so forth. It's like it's a new venture, but it's actually, alhamdulillah, it's growing over time. So the last time I introduced myself, I had 3 people reach out to me. I'm currently advising 2 of them. So if anyone else wants to get into this stream, I'm able to guide you through it. And you have to do most of the work, of course. But I'm happy to be a resource for the community in this growing space.
So one thanks for Brother Quran, who actually provided the food from Shah, halal food, so please, we're going to enjoy that. And then another thank you for Brother Danielle for providing the link for the...
Should be thanking Jason for with the...
Okay, so thank you for doing that. Again, it's all about partnerships. We're going to end this portion, we're going to get ready for Isha, inshallah, and then we'll see you on the other side. Then we will be passing out some information about signing up to become members as well, inshallah.
Thank you, everybody.